So this is the last day of the Canadian Judicial Council hearing into the conduct of Robin Camp, who is now a federal court judge, but was in 2012 an Alberta provincial court judge, and heard a sexual assault trial, at the end of which he acquitted the accused and made remarks that he now acknowledges were sexist, egregious, showed unconscious bias, etc., etc. And this panel has been told that he is a reformed man. So today, the two lawyers were making their closing submissions to the panel. The presenting counsel, which is the fancy name for the prosecutor in this piece, has suggested there's sufficient evidence to remove the judge from the bench. That's a very rare thing in this country. They've only made the recommendation a couple of times before, and both times, at least in modern history, the judge has resigned before he could be removed from the bench. In any case, Marjorie Hickey told the panel that there's enough evidence, and that in particular they should bear in mind the matter of the public's confidence in this particular judge, Judge Camp, and in the judiciary as a whole going forward. She said it's not just about Judge Camp, it's about confidence, public confidence in the entire judiciary. This afternoon, Frank Addario, Judge Camp's lawyer, is going to argue, we already have his written submissions, he's going to argue that the judge is a remade man, that he had a knowledge problem, not a bad morality problem or anything. It's not that he's a man of bad character, but he didn't know the history of sexual assault law in this country. He wasn't offered sufficient opportunities to learn about it, and he says that Judge Camp should keep his job. This panel, 5 members, 3 judges and 2 lawyers, will go off and ultimately will make a recommendation to the full Canadian Judicial Council, and they'll decide what they'll recommend, and if they were to recommend this judge be removed, it would have to go to Parliament. So we're not there yet. But it was an interesting day, and when you remember what the remarks in question are, this judge, among many other things, asked the sexual assault complainant in the case he heard in 2014, why didn't you just keep your knees together to avoid being allegedly raped, and why didn't you shift your bottom into the sink to make penetration impossible? So they're pretty outlandish comments, and the real question is, will this panel find that the Canadian public can have confidence in this judge in the future?